Hello. Mine's got aloe vera in it, so I think it's healthy. Considering we've had torrential rain, is gorgeous. But I had a tiny little chip on it just there, so she reduced it down to £3. There we are, they're both repotted. Every time I start to vlog, the doorbell goes. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to my channel and to a day/day and a half in the life and also some monthly favourites. It's nearly June. I know I say this every monthly roundup, but I am flabbergasted about how fast this year has gone. It's absolutely crazy, especially now that things are lifting in England and hopefully they are around the world. It's just madness. Like, we can go out to eat now and meet with friends indoors, and it's just, oh, it's wonderful. I hope you're all doing okay. Let me know in the comments how you are all getting on. So today is a Wednesday and it's actually sunny, which is a joy. Let me show you. I say the term sunny loosely, very loosely, because we have blue skies. And if you're from England or you are just in another part of the world where it's been ridiculously wet, apparently it's been the wettest, coldest May on record for the longest time. So to see blue skies after about 14 days of constant rain is a joy. So I'm about to hop into the kitchen and film the last episode. I've been doing a 6-part mini-series on my Instagram where I cook food from around the world, and I'm finishing up. Today is the last one, so I've done 6. If you want to check them out, I'll link them down below. So I'm going to India today, so we're going to be doing a roasted cauliflower and chickpea curry, which is a favourite in this household. So I'm going to go and get cracking on with that now. But before we head into the kitchen, I just want to say a really big thank you to AirUp, who have very kindly sponsored this video. I am going to be talking about this a bit more in the favourite section, but I just thought I'd mention them now because I have been absolutely loving this bottle and it's going to come in handy when we head into the kitchen. It's a brilliant new way to drink water and I'm so excited to talk about it because it's blowing my mind. So these are all of my ingredients. We've got sweet potato, cauliflower, onion, chickpeas, all of the good stuff. I'm going to pop a ton of spices in it as well. And yeah, this will be up on my Instagram if you want to go and check it out. Like I say, I'll leave it linked down below. The curry is all made. I've just popped some naan breads on the side as well. This looks amazing. Honestly, I wish you could smell this. It's so good, and there's plenty left over as well. So I've had a quick change of outfit. I've put some new jeans on and some boots and a little shirt because I'm actually going out for dinner this evening, which is very exciting. Zara's back in the office. She's doing 2 office days a week. So we're going out for a lovely little dinner in Soho. It's kind of like a really comfort food restaurant. I'll show you more about it when we go. Fragrance wise, I'm going to go for this from Molton Brown. This is the Recharge Black Pepper Scent. Oh my goodness, I had this recently come in. It's very kindly sent over by the Molton Brown team, and oh, this smells amazing. It smells like I am like a fancy, suave gentleman just stepped off a boat in France and I'm wearing a tuxedo. If you can imagine that, that's what this smells like. It's so good. Oh, amazing. Right, let's head into London. So I'm in town, I'm in Soho, look who I'm with, hello! Zara's just finished work and you're like the Superman, you change from your work outfit to
I just like said, like to stress I don't go to work when the girls are out.
Had a nice look, the girl. Yeah, so we just had a little gin and tonic in a pub in Soho and now we're going to Cockbull, which the waitress just said in the pub used to be Jamie's Italian, and it did, and it's massive. The roof terrace is where I actually met Gennaro. Let me show you, Gennaro Contado, who's like he's like the right hand man to Jamie Oliver. Let me show you. So this is it, it's literally on the corner of Denman Street and then Piccadilly is just down there. So we're gonna head on in and I'll show you inside. So they put us on the roof terrace. Lovely little views of Soho down there, and then we've got Piccadilly going that way. So the cocktails have arrived. I've gone for a gin, because I've just had a gin. It's a gin and basil with, I think it's got some kind of cucumber elderflower, marmalade and lemon. And Zara's, oh no, aloe vera and lemon. And Zara's got one with rum, gingerbread, cranberry and blueberry, and it's got a jammy dodger on it. Look at that. How cool is that? How is it?
I'm a hungry little thing.
How is it? Is it nice?
So strong.
I would never put you down as a rum girl, but...
Is it rum?
Yeah, it's rum, rum, gingerbread, cranberry, blueberry, marmalade and lemon. Mine's got aloe vera in it, so I think it's healthy. So So the nachos have just arrived. Zara's digging in. Lovely. We've got like fully loaded veggie nachos, and these are buffalo cauliflower wings, which I actually make. So the mains have just arrived. I've gone for a jackfruit burger with vegan cheese and dirty fries, and Zara's gone for a black bean and mushroom burger with regular fries. After all that food we've just had. Let's dig in. Thank you so much. That looks fab. Thank you. We've just had some cocktails arrive, and I cannot tell you how good this burger is. Look at that. It's just cheese heaven. And it's vegan. Let me show you the cocktails. So this is a charcoal picante. So it's like a margarita made with charcoal and spices. And Zara's gone for a classic mojito. So we just finished up a very, very delicious dinner. Great veggie options, great vegan options. Anyone out there who's maybe visited London, it's located literally in the heart of Piccadilly. And we were speaking to the guy who works there, and they're completely renovating it, so they're going to have like live music, bottomless brunches. So there's a lot of potential for that place, and the food was delicious. How are your feet holding up?
They're rubbing.
Walk a mile in these Louboutins. Good morning everyone, I'm just having my morning coffee. I'm going to give the plants a bit of a water. And the carnations are doing beautifully. Look at these. I'm not sure what this green is. I don't know if they're weeds. I may need to pull them out. But yeah, they're looking gorgeous. I'm going to sit and have my morning coffee. Also, new addition to the balcony. Got this little mirror in Poundland. We saw it in Ewan's Poundland haul, so we went and grabbed it. It was £6. How nice is that? Just really adds a lot of interest to that space. I cannot get over how nice the weather is today. I'm just about to head into town, but I thought I'd talk through some of my favourites that I've been loving throughout May. So food and drink wise, one thing I have genuinely been loving, and it's blown my mind a little bit, it's magic, is the sponsor of this video, which as I said is AirUp. Now these are a brand new company, and I think their concept is just genius. It's essentially a water drinking system, but instead of flavouring your water, so using juices or sodas, that kind of thing, it's air. Air flavours your water. So let me explain. It's a really cool bottle. I like the design of it. I like that it has a carry handle as well. I've been using it in the gym and it's very, very handy. So you just unscrew the lid and you just use regular water. You can use sparkling water if you prefer. I just use filter water from the tap. And it has this really clever nozzle on the top that you literally just lift. So these are the scent pods. You just lift them up and basically you just drink as if you normally would. So it's not actually your nose that's doing the smelling, it's the mouth, but because it's close to your nose, you really are breathing in all of the scent. It's just genius, science. I have the cherry scent on, which is lovely. There's a variety of different pods that you can pop on. It's a really great concept as well because it's reducing plastic waste. Myself and Zara don't buy plastic bottles at all. Obviously there's no calories, no sugars, no added anything in this. It's literally just drinking water. You can fit 650 ml in here, which is brilliant. And each one of these tiny pods takes 25 to 50 times less plastic than one regular plastic bottle. So if you do the maths, that's genius. And obviously you're just saving the planet while you're drinking water. It's all good. I love it. It's all good vibes. I will leave a link down below. You guys can check it out. It hasn't launched in the UK just yet, but you can click the link down below and find out more about AirUp. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this part of the video, and genuinely, I'm going to continue to use this and aim to drink at least 3 of these a day because it's just brilliant. First thing I'm going to talk about is this book. Now, I've read it. I read it all. I didn't start my second one that I promised I was going to, but this is My Life in France by Julia Child. This book made me miss France, more specifically Paris, more than I think my heart could have comprehended. It is beautiful. It's a first-person written memoir of Julia Child's life in Paris, how she moved from America. If you don't know who Julia Child is, she was one of the most famous cooks of her generation. She really came out of the war, Second World War, and wanted to learn French cuisine, so she went to Le Cordon Bleu and she learned cooking. A woman in the kitchen, which was predominantly at the time in the professional sector, male dominated, so I just love it. It's a gorgeous memoir. It has, her husband was a keen photographer, so it has lovely little memoirs, black and white, of her life in France and then creating a home there, and it's beautiful. Honestly, one of the most gorgeous I'd say it's a biography, but yeah, just amazing. If you are into your food and you love French things, specifically Paris, read this, you will love it. A couple of things that I've been really enjoying listening to are actually podcasts. Now, I'm not usually a podcast kind of person, but I drove home at the start of the month and I was listening to Table Manners, which is a podcast by Jessie Ware, I think her name is Jessie Ware, and her mum. And it's called Table Manners, so it's all about food. And they have some amazing guests on there. So I'm nearly 4 years late, but she still makes episodes now. And it's really nice to actually sit and listen to them. They're around 45 minutes long, and they're just brilliant. They're really funny. Jessie Ware's Jewish, so obviously her mum's Jewish as well. So it's all about like Jewish culture and food. It's just wonderful. It's a really, really nice, easy listening podcast. So if you're getting back into commuting to work, perhaps, or if you plan some drives, listen to this. It will have you laughing. They've got some brilliant guests on there. They've even had Nigella Lawson. I know. TV wise, I've really enjoyed watching Our Yorkshire Farm. Oh my god, it's so good. It's on Channel 5 and it's just so like, oh, it's wholesome. It makes me feel warm inside. We watched it when I went home and my mum and stepdad are obsessed with it. It's a family, so I think they have 8 children, I could be wrong, but it's just so wholesome. It's all about their life living in Yorkshire. So if you're from the US, I'm not sure if you'll be able to get it, but if you're from the UK, it's on Channel 5, all on Catch Up. And I just love it. I really, really love it. I think the children are so well mannered and so independent. And I would love to just run away to Yorkshire and live in the Dales and disconnect. I just think they're fab, so definitely recommend watching that. And also, we've really loved watching Dream Kitchen and Bathrooms. It's brilliant. It's so good. They've got one of the guys from DIY SOS presenting it, and me and Zara, obviously, fingers crossed, this time next year we'll be on the property ladder, so it's very exciting. So we're getting all of the inspo, all of the tips and tricks, ways to save. It's so good. Again, it's on Channel 5 and oh my god, it is incredible. Some of the things that these people do on budgets, like there was this one bathroom renovation, it was just incredible, and they did it for around £1,500. It was, oh, if you've never seen it, definitely recommend checking it out. So we've made it into town and it is boiling. It's like nearly 18 degrees, which for England, I know there's some American viewers out there who'd be like, that's not hot. Trust this, considering we've had torrential rain, is gorgeous. We're outside of Phone Box, got Sam behind me. It's been on the channel before, we've just been taking some photos. So down there you've got Buckingham Palace, along you have Trafalgar Square, and then this is Piccadilly leading up to Piccadilly Circus. And this is the phone box we always use. So I'm back home from shooting. It's just gone 1 o'clock and I feel like I need some food because all that running around, oh, I'm ready for some food. I thought I'd quickly talk to you while I reheat the curry about some things I'm loving in the kitchen. So me and my good friend Ewan actually went to some charity shops when we were, when was it? I think it was about 2 weeks ago in Dulwich, and oh my goodness, they've got some really nice charity shops, and picked up these gorgeous little pieces of pottery, which I just absolutely love. They were £3 each. So the first one is this beautifully glazed, it's got elements of green and blue in it. It's just £3. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm probably not going to use it, more so just for decoration. She literally reduced it. It was 10, but it had a tiny little chip on it just there. So she reduced it down to £3, so that's fab. And then I got this little jug as well for 3, and that's just love. It's got like this nice textured ceramic glaze on it. And I just think the pair look absolutely gorgeous. I've been popping them just behind me, right next to my kitchen scales that I picked up from Notting Hill. I think I got them in 2017. My mum got me them because we've always loved Notting Hill, Portobello Road. So she got me those as a little moving present way back in 2017, which is just so lovely. And yeah, I just think that shelf looks really nice. So I got these 2 cookbooks from Jamie Oliver in Shelter, which is a brilliant charity shop that ends homelessness. And yeah, these were, I think, £3.99 each. The first one I got was Jamie's America, and we made a chili from here using his recipe, and he adds dark chocolate, which I have done before, and also coffee. Sounds a bit weird, I know. So he calls it chili con Jamie, and that's how it looks. Obviously, traditionally you would use, I think he uses brisket. We use beans and black lentils. But yeah, 500ml hot coffee just made it really, really good. So I'm really loving that cookbook. And then I also got this one, which is one of Jamie Oliver's first ever cookbooks. And this is Jamie's Italy. It was £3.99 again. And Oh my goodness, we just love Italian food. And we made this risotto. So it was just a classic mushroom risotto, but it was with parsley, which I've never used before in a risotto, and it just gave it the really nicest, freshest flavour. And this was actually a Italian nonna's recipe, and I think this is going to be how I'm going to make risotto for the future. So yeah, love, love, love this cookbook. Right, I'm going to stop waffling now and make myself some lunch. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to sit in front of the TV and have a quick lunch because I'm going to pop Steps Pack Lunch on, which my friend Ewan features in. He does his bargains of the week, so I'm going to pop that on and enjoy my lunch while he's doing his bit. There he is. I can see some wine, that's good. Lunch was delicious, that curry is so good. I'll leave the recipe linked in the video down below, and I'm gonna repot some herbs now because they need a bit of TLC. So I've got this basil that is not looking so great. I think it needs its roots basically putting in some soil. So I've got this plant pot here that I'm gonna do, and then I've got some coriander that I'm gonna replant as well and hopefully keep those alive. There we are, they're both repotted, so fingers crossed they actually start to thrive now. I really need to repot this aloe vera as well because it is getting way out of hand. Right, I'm now back at my desk and I've got to crack on with the rest of my day, which is going to consist of a lot of editing. So I didn't think that'd be fun for you guys to watch. So I really hope you've enjoyed this little 24-hour day in my life, and also every favourite that I've mentioned I will leave linked down below. Let me know what you've been enjoying, watching, reading, eating. Be really intrigued. I always love to have new recommendations. I've got a little list. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Love to you all. I hope you have a gorgeous weekend, and I will catch you all very soon in a future video. Bye for now.